Okay. Get out of that. All right, we are now live. Welcome, friends and players alike. That is not what I wanted, and we have lost somebody already.
We lost Twitter.
Okay. Already going great. Welcome back.
Welcome, hi. Yeah. Love Discord.
Love Discord. Okay, so last we left off, our players are met off up in the our players met up in the
Hello.
what?
Would you like us to turn down Beat Saber?
All good.
I'll be right back.
All good.
Our players met up in the Edge Town, on the edge of the Untamed lands from Solis's domain. They are after a Dionys Corpheus, I believe. Double check. No, I'm sorry, Dionys Castor. A monk of your clan of warriors who had gone insane, insisting that there was something within the Untamed lands that she had to create, what she had to find, and after attempting to be detained, used her monk abilities to fight her way out and run. She is being, she has a bounty on her, and you are being requested specifically because she's in the Untamed lands, or expected to be there.
Yep.
You wake in the morning, where just before the Untamed lands are, just before you trek into the Untamed lands, you have a guide who is willing to show you into the place, but has warned you of the danger, especially since both of you are spellcasters.
Yeah. When we do meet up with him, Horo's gonna be like, I'm terribly sorry. I feel like this is very rude. I'm Horologe. This is my friend Misolis. We didn't catch your name.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. One second. Let me get his name.
Yep.
I think I said this was a human dude.
Half elf.
Half elf. Okay. I'm gonna have him use a human name.
My note is half elf, possible homeless man.
Okay.
Isn't there a Greek name? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
No, I like the other one better. Yeah, I'm Blandis.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm Blandis.
Bland. Us.
Blandis. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't
Certainly.
think the name anything. It's actually kind of ironic.
I'm gonna go. Certainly, of course. I'm like, as I kind of like stare off into the distance, looking like past the town. I go like, so, is there like a definitive border where it suddenly just becomes the Untamed Lands, or does it sort of just slowly become it?
Oh, there's a definite border. You'll know when you see it.
Okay.
All right. Depending how long she's been in there and how long she's gone out, depends on how scary it's gonna be. So, gird your loins, missies. Let's go.
All right. Go with them. We leave the horses behind at the inn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice. They might
Yeah.
be punished otherwise.
Oh God.
Mhm.
No, all good. All good. I'll do this whenever we get to the border of it.
Okay. And me, Solus, is there anything else you're doing before leaving?
I don't think so. I think I've got everything I need for the most part.
Okay. Good.
Not anything else I can think of that I need to look into or research either, so we're
Mhm.
just waiting to get moving forward.
Alrighty.
Yep.
You travel to the edge, and as you approach, you can tell you're getting there. From a good distance away, the border of Solus's domain is invisible. But as you step closer and closer to the border, you begin to notice the terrain ahead of you kind of shimmering in a golden light. There is a clear, definite border, and as you get to the edge, the precipice of which beyond Solus's lands is untamed, you can see, almost visibly see, the weave, broken and shattered, in the air, flowing freely, as rivers of light. Don't worry about how it looks. It's sometimes worse than it looks. Don't worry, as long as you don't cast no spells, we might be fine. But
I
do
go,
be careful.
on that note, if I cast the spell before we go in and I walk in with it active, will it still go nuts?
I'm pretty sure, but expect something to happen
Oh.
either way. Usually, whenever you enter a place, it reacts just to the change in the magical properties.
Okay. Alright. Nope, all good. Never mind.
Alright. You step in for a loge. I want you to roll me a
Mm-hmm. D100. Let's see. Got a 61.
61?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. You each learn a wizard cantrip.
Oh, okay. One moment. Go to
I do like
cantrips.
to learn new cantrips.
That'll be my 12th cantrip.
Make a Arcana check real quick.
Okay. Currently that is a 15 plus 4, so 19.
19? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your character knows this is temporary.
Okay.
You
All right.
get
I'll
the
leave it as a
feeling-
comment then.
You get the feeling in about 7 days this cantrip, you will lose this cantrip.
Okay. All right. So let me go leave that as a comment. Full screen that. And okay. Yep. Sounds good.
Alrighty. So, You feel as you step through a little bit of the streams of broken weave swirl around you as you learn these new cantrips, and you feel a little invigorating. Blandis, after stepping in, pauses, waits. Good. We got one of the good ones. Thank goodness. Alright, let's go.
All right.
And he continues stepping
Yep.
forward.
Yep. I'll follow after.
Um,
I follow as well.
I want... first, I want you guys to roll a survival check to see if you can catch Dionys's trail. Roll with advantage because you do have help.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Mine is a 21.
Okay. You're able to
17
quickly-
plus 4.
Mine is not a 21.
You, Horologe, are able to
Mine's,
quickly look up and feel like you can follow this trail where it leads. You will actually have no extra time spent in this place. Whenever to get to where you
Thank
need
God.
to go.
Mm-hmm.
I would like each of you to roll a d20 for me. One
Yep.
for the morning, one for the evening.
Ooh. Okay. I got a net 20,
Nice.
and then evening is 14.
14. Okay.
Yep.
What are we rolling for that one? Sorry.
Roll d20, one for the morning, one for the evening.
Okay, just a straight roll.
Yeah.
The morning is 8 and the evening is 19.
Okay. You get through your first day with no extra hassle. And with as it becomes night, the your guide Blandis goes, "Right, this looks like a good place. We're gonna want to set up for the night." And he finds what looks to be a set of ruins that seem to be a small house that has been long, decrepit, and overgrown. This should work for now, at least for four walls.
Yep. I look to Measles and I go, do you feel as if we got extraordinarily lucky not running into anything on our first day? Because I
think either
feel like
that.
we could have found anything.
Perhaps we're just blessed by the god.
And I go, I don't mean to alarm you, but I don't think they're out here.
Well,
I have an unsettling feeling as if we're not being watched anymore. I think very much we're on our own.
well, that is a little unsettling. I'd rather
And you do
that
feel
not be the case.
kind of alone
Same.
out here. You've noticed it ever since you stepped out into the Untamed lands. There was a constant feeling of something was with you. If not physically, but spiritually. Out in these Untamed lands, you feel that absence, and you notice it ever more, rather than after having felt it all your life. Being in the Untamed lands, you can tell that the gods don't normally work here, or at least their presences are absent for the most part.
Yeah.
Who is going to keep watch?
I'm happy to keep watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll allow you. All good.
Your friend Blandis is going to keep watch for the other portion of the rest. Give you guys plenty of rest.
All right.
Cool
Make a
beans.
perception.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
What? Oh, what the heck? Okay.
Yeah.
What the heck was that? Somehow I had gotten deafened.
Oh.
Me Solus, if you had said something, I had missed it. What was your perception check?
21.
Okay. You catch a floating mantis.
What's going on?
It's almost like one of the rays that swim in the sea, only it seems to follow the streams of light. And you watch as it flies low above the house in which you sit in, but doesn't take note.
Well, that's not creepy. Hmm. I will keep an eye on that and try and figure out if I can confirm what it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Make a nature check.
Nature. 15.
15. It seems to be a magic manta ray. You've seen these a couple times, especially with the recent war and having to walk. They're largely harmless creatures, simply following the streams of broken magic and feasting off those streams. They would only attack if they needed to defend themselves. But despite everything else, they're rather decent creatures.
I will relay that specifically to the to our wonderful second watch so that they know not to mess with whatever that is.
This is like,
Mhm.
I usually spend time hunting them. I've seen them before.
Okay. Good to know. Glad you're aware. Be careful. Thank you. Now I'm going to bed.
Okay, well, that's happening. You are suddenly woke up by yelling as your friend goes, "Ah! One of the beasties! Careful!"
What do I see as I wake up?
You see what looks to be a large snake-like figure beginning to roam into your campsite. It is ready to attack, and its eyes begin to glow with a hunger as it seems to look around you. It holds a large sword, and it's arched up with a humanoid body and a snake head. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Right. All right. 6. You know, as you do.
Mm-hmm. Me Solus, what was your
Rolling to attack.
well? Roll for your initiative first.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. 21. Would have been a great attack roll.
Good thing your friend gets rolled good on his as well. It's gonna be a spy, though he's more of a ranger character. So, me Solus, it is your turn.
Okay, I will fire.
Make your attack. Is this with a regular bullet or special bullet?
Regular bullet. It'll be 12 damage or 12 to hit.
12 to hit.
Yep.
12 misses.
Okay. I roll a second time to attack again. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Ten damage.
10 damage. It is dealt 10 damage.
Good
Your
deal.
first shot ricochet. It dodges, deftly moving away from the bullet that you shoot, only to get shot in the arm as your second gun fires off. It is Landis' turn.
Get him, Blandis! Get him!
I think he also got it. I'm not sure. Yeah, he also got a 21. He's going to go after you, though. He moves behind the stones of the, Landis moves behind, the stones of, the house runes you're in, and is going to hide with a natural 20. He disappears into the darkness hiding behind the ruined walls. He's making an attack. For first attack misses. Second attack, he has advantage because he's stealth. So his first attack actually hits.
Nice.
He does 9 damage on the first attack, stabbing into the back of this thing with his short sword. He hits with an 18 plus 4, so 22, striking at it again, dealing 7 more damage with his second attack. It is now the Abomination's turn. Its hungry eyes look over to each of you. It took the attacks, and it feels like it hurt, but it sees you two, and it sees its prize. Odds, evens. Okay. Me, Solus, you are being attacked as it slithers forward and makes its first attack into you. We'll double check to see what it does. It is going to try and wrap around you and constrict you.
Okay.
Does a 14.
It does not.
It slithers up and tries to do a quick spin around you. You deftly jumping and dodging out from the quick circle it makes. In response, it's going to attack. It's going to attack with its scimitar. And misses with a 12. It is then going to try and bite you. Does a 17 hit? I think it does.
Yes, that should hit.
Yeah, a 17 hits. It initially does. Well, the bite sinks into you and deals 9 piercing damage as he sinks. Then you feel the hot pulse of its venom seeping into your veins. You are dealt 14 more poison damage
Oh shit.
as its venom sinks into you.
Okay.
But that is its turn. And that is Horologe's turn. What do you do?
I lift up my shield and go, "Hey, get away from him!" And I reach out my hand and I use the new cantrip that I just picked up, Lightning Lure. So, question. We're all sort of close together. He was definitely within 15 feet of me, correct?
Yes.
So that grabs him. Is he now within 5 feet of me?
Let me double check lightning. Because he might need to do a saving throw.
Strength save.
Yep. He is going to make a strength save. What's your saving throw?
My saving throw is 14.
14. He just fails, and now now it is pulled towards you, and within 5 feet of you.
Within 5 feet, we're doing a D8 of damage then.
Yes.
Just 3.
3 damage. Hey, it's something.
3 lightning. Yeah.
The lure pulls at it, shocking it as it's pulled closer, and it turns its gaze to you.
Come on. Hold the shield.
Me, Solus, it is now your turn. Me, Solus?
Oh, I'm back. Sorry. So with that, let me take a look. So that is gonna be. So What I will do is, since your lightning lure didn't seem to be too bad, I will go ahead and grapple the snake if I can, the creature.
Make a strength, an athletics check.
Okay. That is going to be not a save, a regular. So that's going to be 17 total.
It fails. So
Good deal.
it is grappled.
So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to cast Shield
Mm-hmm.
so that I have an AC of 21.
As a note,
You
shield is in response to being attacked.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
I should have done that last time. So I will. Now that I've got the creature in the palm of my hand, I will go ahead and do. I will cast Shocking Grasp on it.
Okay. Make an attack. It's a spell attack.
Yep. That's gonna be 20 total.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, nice. 8.
8 damage. Nice.
Uh-huh.
It's still less than if I shot it, but now it's literally unable to get away from me, so I feel like I'm...
That is only if it has metal armor.
It's undead. Hmm?
Let me double check.
I'm thinking of Chill Touch. Alright. It can't take reactions.
You have advantage on... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. It cannot take reactions, so that is true.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was something special if it was wearing metal armor. That is, you would have had advantage if it was wearing metal armor. So yeah, you strike at it and it shocks and convulses. You feel like it's been slowed a little bit, but it's still able to do its work. It is Blandis' turn, and he's going to make his attacks. Yeah, he's just gonna run up to it and strike at it with his swords. First strike misses with an 11 to hit. Second strike
Wow.
doubly misses with a natural 1. So, not
I'm just
as
checking.
good this
He's
time.
grappled. Do grappled targets not have advantage to attack?
No, that's
Or did
only
he-
if they're restrained. Grappled only reduces
Okay.
the target's movement to 0.
Okay. All right.
But it is now its turn, and it has taken notice of you, Horologe. And it is going to strike at you.
So, is it able to strike since I have it grappled?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Grappling
Oh, it
only
did-
reduces its AC, its movement to 0. It does not.
I apologize. You used your lightning lure, which pulled it, right?
Yes.
That's where my confusion was. I thought that I had it away from you guys, which was the only reason that I grappled it and wasted my
Oh.
turn.
That's all right.
You
Yeah.
still did damage to it. You didn't
Yep.
quite.
I mean, I could have done at least 3 times more damage if I just shot it. But yes, I'll do that next time. I'll move
I can
it.
walk away without getting attacked because it can't take reactions
Oh yeah.
But it is its turn right
Yeah.
currently.
now. And it is attacking you, Horologe.
Mm-hmm.
And the first strike does hit you with a total of.
It goes above a 20.
It goes above a 20.
Whew. All right.
1 second. 1 second. I did not successfully change your AC. What was your total AC?
20.
Nice. So yeah, it misses actually. I had forgotten that you
Oh.
changed your armor.
Yep.
Yeah, it rolled a total of 16
Mhm.
to hit on its first attack. Next attack is a natural 1. And
Woo!
next one is a 15 to hit. So you're able to dodge, weave, and a couple of times it catches you, but your armor prevents the damage.
I'm just like looking at the shield and like, this is the best investment I've ever made. Mwah.
It is now your turn, Horologe.
I'm just gonna walk away from it
Mm-hmm.
as its reactions have been taken from it.
Yep.
As I walk back, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it in the face.
Okay, make your attack.
So, 13 plus 6, it's a 19.
19 hits.
Alrighty. We will. Oop. Get that in. 8 damage.
Okay. That hurts it pretty much. Well, not pretty much,
Oh.
but it hurts it. And it takes the blast in the shoulder, moving back a little and giving a finger hiss. Me Solus, it is now your turn.
Just gun against its head.
I mean, you're not far off. The first thing I want to do is use my full movement to pull it as far away from everybody else as possible.
Okay, you would have half of your movement taken by pulling it away.
That's fine. I'll take it.
So you move 15 feet away from everybody else.
Then I will use my first action, or I will go ahead and use an action to shoot it on the temple.
Mm-hmm. Make your attack action. You what? Do
With
you have
disadvantage, right?
Or yes, you would have disadvantage if you didn't have the gunner view.
I don't think I do.
You don't have disadvantage. I'm using a Restore Balance.
Oh, sweet.
No, you don't have restored. You don't have disadvantage. So make your
17
attack.
to hit.
17 does hit.
Okay, and then can I use my? I won't use my burning hands bullet because I didn't say it first. But
Yeah, whenever you're going to be
so
using one of your arcane bullets, please tell me that you're going to be
I'll
using
clarify before I say it. That way I don't, you know. Let's go ahead. That's gonna be a total of 10 damage.
Nice.
And then I will shoot another one with burning hands this time. That is going to be a 21 this time to hit.
So, to note, that second shot is at disadvantage.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a 16 and a 14. So
Whoa! Hell yeah.
So, and that's on the dice roll, right?
yes, that's on the dice plus 7.
Okay, yeah. Definitely hits.
That is going to be. That's my.
It gets a dex
8
save.
first.
Yes.
It's gonna be a 4 plus
It
4. So
fails
that's
its dex save.
sweet. So 8 piercing damage,
Nice.
and then 6. That's 15 fire damage.
Nice. It's beginning to look harried with that final shot. And you see, though it seems to have some kind of resistance to your spells, it is unable to fully dodge the effects. Since you used your arcane bullet, that is technically count as a first level spell slot, I need you to roll me a D100, Measles.
You blow up, everyone dies.
That's gonna be 60.
60 total?
Yeah, 60.
I was looking at the wrong book. $60 total. Okay. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Swirling energy surrounds Blandis. He seems to have a harder time moving. But he's like, oh, could be worse. Could be worse.
Okay, yeah, alright. I keep in mind the note that when you cast a spell, it may not affect you, it could affect someone else.
Oh.
Okay.
But that is your turn, Measles.
Sweet.
A definite good turn, and it you did a good number of damage. This thing is
I
now
do have a question. So
Yeah.
I do have a question for you, especially because the way that this is working. Does the attack? So when I use my bullets, does the attack count as me using the spell? Because I technically use the spell whenever I create
True.
the bullet.
Well, what the idea is, the spell is being stored within the bullet. So you use the spell slot outside whenever you store the spell in the bullet, but it still goes off out where you are. So it counts as storing a spell slot into a small item only to be used later.
Yeah, but the spell's still being used at that time.
But, so Blandis begins attacking this thing. Hey, that is going to be a 16 to hit. First attack hits.
Oh,
Second attack misses, however. Just misses. Wait, no. I'm sorry. Just hits. He's able to do some work. He makes some quick slashes, one of them stabbing into the armpit of the creature, dealing some extra damage. But still, this thing is moving. It's looking a bit bloodied and hurt. Surrounded by enemies and such. It is its turn. It turns to you, Solus, the dealer of the most damage so far, and is going to attack you.
I wink.
It misses with a... no, wait, no. Your AC is 15. It hits.
My AC should be at 16. I mean, not much higher.
Oh.
But...
Just misses.
Oh!
Nice
Don't know why
try.
it didn't- if I had not... I apologize if I had not updated your AC.
Oh, no
Yeah.
worries.
Second attack definitely misses. And its
Oh
final
my
attack,
gosh.
it rolled a total of 19.
Which misses whenever shield is activated.
So, you're
Oh,
about
you're
to-
casting shield?
Yeah.
That is... Roll another D100 for me.
John-Luke hung up, or got
What?
frozen.
Well,
Oh no.
let me see. I could probably take one more hit from it.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm down to like...
I'm just asking, you can certainly, like, choose to cast it. I'm obviously just worried that
Am
could
I
go
back?
badly.
Yeah, I guess I'll let it go through because I'm down to like 18 health. That was
Yeah,
my
so
only
back-
reservation. But it should still be able to survive as long as it doesn't...
Oh, please don't tell me I'm losing. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm back. Can you see me? Or can you hear me? Ugh. Waiting endpoint.
Hello.
Hello, I'm back. My computer
Oh.
went kaput on me.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back.
I believe Solus decided not to use shield and then decided to use shield.
Okay,
True.
are you
Very
still
true.
Yeah.
using shield?
I will use shield.
Roll a D100 for me.
35.
35.
Big money, no whammies. Money, no whammies.
Gotta find the right place. odds, evens. Your spell goes off, me Solus, and a shield shimmers and blocks, but you notice, you feel an extra expenditure of your energy as one of your spell slots is taken in a shower of harmless sparks.
Oh. I see the sparks and go, oh, God.
So, Horologe, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to heft up my crossbow and go, alright, that's it. And take a shot.
Make your attack action.
I'm going to use the lucky roll. One moment. I rolled a 2. Oh, okay. 18 plus 3, so that's a 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Nice hits.
Good stuff. We've got a total of 11 damage.
Nice. It's looking pretty hurt as a bolt gets sunk into its chest. It's beginning to pant now, but it's hungry. Let's see here.
Just like as I lower the crossbow and put in the next bolt, I go honestly, you could probably wriggle out of his grasp and just leave. If you just leave, we'll stop killing you. Just ready the next one.
Are you still grappling it, me Solus?
Yes, I'm definitely still holding on.
Okay. Landis, me Solus, it's back up to your turn.
Oh, I will unload into his skull.
Okay, make your attacks.
I'm going to give you restore balance on your first shot.
Okay. That is going to be 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 8 damage. The second one is 15 total.
15 total? That just hits.
Sweet. 9 damage.
Blandis is going to attack it twice. First attack will hit. Second attack will miss. Blandis doesn't give it a chance. On his first strike, he jumps up and cuts its throat, causing it to bleed out and fall over, dead.
Put the crossbow back on my back. Oh, I just lay down in my armor. Oh God. Okay.
All right. And he immediately, after getting his bearings, begins cutting it up.
No. Oh God. Oh.
What? It's
That
good
was
bait.
unexpected.
Oh. We're gonna be eating that. Yeah, we're gonna be eating that. Okay. Yep. Horo walks over to his friend and he goes, it could be dangerous for me to try and heal you. He goes, however, I don't know if there's enough time for you to rest and regain your health. Do you want me to try casting a spell?
Let's risk it. I've
Alright.
got one more higher level spell, and then
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2 and try to heal him.
Okay. Roll a d100.
Yep. Let's see here. We've got 20. 20.
Wrong page. Wrong page. Odds, evens. Let's see here. Where's that D4? There it is. There! My D4! Okay. Horologe. Remember
Uh-huh.
those, not Horologe, I'm sorry, Me Solus. Remember that spell slot that was lost due to, in Harmless Sparks?
Yeah.
You feel a resurgence of energy as
Oh
that
my
spell slot
gosh.
is restored.
Woo!
I just look at
as
you and
well-
I'm like, huh. I feel better
As well?
now.
Roll
You
health.
regain 17 health.
Oh, sweet.
So,
Back to 30.
you guys will be able to finish out a long rest and regain all your spells.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Good stuff. Mark that.
You guys
The
also
long
gain-
rest.
Yes.
Mhm.
Before the long rest, I'm gonna risk it, and I am going to create another Burning Hands bullet.
The Burning Hands bullets will not be spent until
Until I
you
use it.
actually,
Okay.
use it.
Whew,
Okay, cool.
That's nice. That would suck getting it coming and going.
Yeah.
And you were saying from the fight?
You gained 967 experience.
Wow. Sick.
Yeah, these things
So
were a
that's gonna
bit
be-
above your above your level in challenge.
Good stuff.
At 967?
Yes.
So 54.
You should be sitting at
18.
5,482.
Good deal.
Alrighty. So, beginning on your next day. For the morning horologe, I'd like you to roll a d20 for me.
Alrighty. Oh, we've got a 17.
Okay. Nothing happens over your second day. Me Solus, go ahead and roll a second d20.
Get out of here! Get out!
18.
Get out!
Your second day has gone without a hitch. You do see ahead of you what looks to be an ancient and forgotten temple. But right now it's a bit too dark and unsafe to continue going. You decide to make, Landis recommends that we make a rest.
I agree immediately. I do want to, as we approach this temple, do I recognize which god this was to?
Make a history. No, make a religion check.
Okay. It's a total of 14.
Get out! Get out, Wolf! Rising! Ah!
Looking at the iconography, you can't tell.
Don't get your feet!
Okay.
And it's not that you can't tell because it's so weathered away or if there's
Mhm.
not a good sight or visual. It's that the iconography is strange and foreign to you. You don't recognize whatever god was worshipped here.
I do look at those and I go, ugh. I'm gonna take just a little bit of time to try and pull some of these like symbols and things down. If there are any that are carved in, I'm going to take my dagger and kind of try to chisel away at them to remove them.
Okay. Blandis is like, I mean, you don't have to do that. There's nobody here anymore.
I stop and I turn around and I look at him and I go, if it's not a god we're aware of, we don't want anything being drawn to this place. And I just keep like scraping away at the symbols.
All right. Sure, whatever. I'm not gonna stop you. Who knows? If something that was tied to this place gets mad at you, I don't know you guys.
I stop and I go, I don't want it to, it's like, I don't want it to have a home here anyway. If it's angry at me, I suppose that's fair.
Alright. Do you guys sit and take watch?
I'll take watch for sure on the first one.
Okay. Those of you
Likewise.
both of you each roll me a perception check.
Will do. Unnatural 20.
14.
Okay. Me Solus. As you're camping, the first, on a dirty 20, you do, I'm sorry, Horloge on a dirty
Horloge.
20.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You witness a storm unlike you've never seen before. It is actually coming from the temple in the distance. And it seems like lightning striking in the opposite direction. Instead of going down and striking the ground, it is rising up to the clouds. You get a sense of some kind of energy being dissipated out into the air. But nothing else happens. Me Solus, whenever it gets to your time, during the midst of your watch, you notice that there are some plants around that have appeared somewhat without before you have somewhat without before you sorry, somewhat suddenly. These plants themselves look very pretty, vibrant flowers.
You've frozen again.
Oh, no, the
No!
computer.
God damn it.
Somewhat suddenly they appear before us.
Why is this thing happening?
Why do plants suddenly appear every time we long rest?
Why, oh why?
What? Does that help? No, it does not seem to help. Of course. Where did my phone go? about the internet, but whether or not the episode goes along and is fully on doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. So Nisolis, you notice in the midst a new set of flowers, and they seem to be leaning toward you. They don't seem to appreciate the light of the fire, but they do seem to be drawn to the
I don't love that.
Why is my thing that shouldn't be I might be coming back soon. So what do you do, Nisolis?
I'd like to roll survival or nature to see if I'm aware of what in the world this is.
Make a nature check.
16 total.
16? You've heard of these things. Especially from the times you were in the war. It's something that you kind of tried to steer clear of. You specifically tried to stay out of inside the camp when not battling, so as to avoid being hampered by this, because you yourself are more susceptible to this, being a magic caster. But these are a special type of carnivorous plants. They strike out and drink from the blood of beasts, but more importantly, they drink from the magical power and have a hunger for it. You know that if a spellcaster got too near and wasn't able to hold on to their magical essence, spell slots would be drained.
Oh.
You do also note that oftentimes it is rare that they would approach up too close to a fire. So oftentimes they just try and surround where fire is if they sense magic casters within that area.
Oh man.
It seems your campfire is warding them off for now, but you know, if you by the morning, they might have surrounded your camp, and you might have to clear out some plants in the morning.
Are there any trees around or anything that I could just like drag over here and use as driftwood?
No, you actually seem to be in an old urbanish center. There doesn't seem to be any trees around here, just moss and
Oh,
the creeping of plants.
you said like an urban center? Like
Yes.
we're in like the ruins of a city, so would I possibly be able to grab like some chairs or old tables from some houses or something, or some buildings?
Make an investigation check.
I am good at this one. Let's see. That is going to be 14.
14. You're able to find some stone chairs and tables that would be able to serve your needs.
Wait, stone chairs and tables?
Yeah.
Oh, some chairs and tables.
Yeah. Well, some stone. You note that by now, anything made of wood or any similar organic material would have rotted away or been eaten away with unuse. But stone, especially held in houses and such that are still standing, even
Yeah.
ruined houses would be largely preserved.
Okay, I'll get as many of those as I can, and I'm just going to surround our little campsite,
Mm-hmm.
make a wall around it,
Mm-hmm.
and then just try to keep the fire alive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Make a survival check.
Natural 20.
Nice. You're able to make a complicated enough barricade so that these things can't get any closer, and even to make a kind of pathway through where they wouldn't be able to attack you once you needed to leave.
Sweet. Sounds good.
With that, you awaken having nothing else disturb you in the night. You do get the sense that the temple is where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And with the waking, Horologe, you do witness that there is now a barricade around the camp, and these just outside there are these plants that appear to be slowly but surely trying to climb up the barricade, but not able to get a firm foothold since they can't dig into the earth from there.
Mm-hmm. I slowly look at all the barricades, and I look at me, Solus, and I go, so, everything went fine last night, yes.
Blandis
More or less.
looks around. Yeah, he did good. When seeing these things, that's really the best you could. I mean, you could try and just outright kill him, but sometimes that just makes it worse.
Yeah, fair enough.
That was definitely my logic.
Yeah. And stand up. I go, can I have some of the snake meat?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I cooked some up for the morning.
Oh, fantastic. I grab some and I eat it. I go, alright, so, we gotta go to the temple. I keep reading it. I look at the temple and I just go, is there really any better option than just going straight in? I mean, mostly because we don't know the building anyway, and if we try to find a back entrance, Lord, like, Solus knows where it's going to actually lead. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I look at Blandis and I go, are you alright with us walking in the front door? Of
You're
whatever
fine.
that is?
Ah,
Alright.
sure thing. Definitely.
Alright. Collect my stuff and I'm ready to get going.
Hmm. You eventually walk up and get to the temple. Not too hard, not too eventful from this abandoned, ruined home up to there. And as you step into it, you notice in the back a large figure with ram's horns coming down the back of their head, cloven hooves, and a wry smile. One hand up in the air with a blackish flame, and the other, and this is a stone statue, by the way, and
Mm-hmm.
another arm reaching down, and where it reaches down, you see your target, Dionys Castor, reading through what looks to be a tome and beginning to speak out in a language. What languages do you guys know?
Let's see here.
All
I
of
know
them.
Common, Celestial, Sylvan, Primordial.
Let's see.
Me Solus, what languages do you know?
I have forgotten to put it on my sheet.
You know at least common.
Yeah.
And you said you were human?
I am a variant human, yeah.
So, one other language of your choice.
Which languages do you know? Because since we grew up together, I would have actively worked to make sure that we covered each other's bases.
I know Celestial, Sylvan, and Primordial.
Draconic or Infernal? What do you think?
Probably Infernal. Because he would have wanted to know the languages of people that we may be fighting.
Okay, I'll go with Infernal.
Okay. You recognize this new solace as Infernal.
Nice.
And
Good call. Shit.
she is speaking out in this, and it sounds like she's trying to summon, going, leader of the hells, delver of secrets, caller of the underworlds, please come, Asmodeus!
I'm quietly saying it as soon as she says the words of the leader of the house, of the underworld.
Oh god. And then as soon as she says Asmodeus, I'm like, that sounds like the end of a spell.
I'm like, oh, Asmodeus, that's not good. And then, okay, this could be better.
Okay. She pauses, waits.
Sounds like he's not listening!
Turns
Oh,
to you.
damn.
Blood sacrifice. That might be what's needed.
Ladies,
You're offering yourself?
You're from my clan. Should I? Is it needed? Is that the price I must pay? She seems a little bit in her own world in this.
I cast message directly to her and I go, listen, like, this place is terrible. You and I could just get out of here. We could just head back. You don't need to do whatever you're trying to do. This really is not necessary.
I need to know. I need to know.
I cast message directly to her and I say, end your own life, my child. An Infernal.
Make a deception check.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay. 18 plus, what's my deception?
Plus 0, isn't it?
I think it's plus 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 0. So 18 total.
Okay.
Incite it.
So, she seems to believe you, Rose. That might be it, but to what end? Even if I am to delve into the hells, what end would that serve? I would protect no one. I need to know the secrets so I can protect people. She may believe you, but she doesn't seem to be buying it. I shall find someone else.
I go, Blandis, stand back.
Throws it down.
She just abandons Asmodeus. That's great. I'm just imagining, like, you really didn't believe that hard if you're just like, yeah, screw this cat. I'm out.
She turns to you and goes, are you going to get in my way?
Well, I mean, she did just abandon her Asmodeus. Maybe we just need to know more about what she's doing.
Horologe goes, how about you explain what we'd be getting in the way of, and we can discuss it at that point.
I need to know the secrets. There is something about this world that I need to know to protect others. There is a doom upon this world, upon all sentient life.
I turn towards Musolis and I go, well, yes, we've already fought it. We fought one of its acolytes, and he's already dead.
Only one.
Well, I mean, yes, we found them, though. As long as we keep finding them and killing them before they manage to do whatever they're doing, then everything will be fine.
We need to collect their information and burn them, so that nothing can remain.
I go, yes, that's what we did. We brought it back to the temple. They burned
We
it
need
there.
to find the all site. The gods have not answered my pleas. I shall look for somebody else. Maybe I should look for his dwellings. For his...
Who, Ortis?
Yes.
And I go,
Maybe
listen, I'm going to be totally honest. When eventually we take you back, you're going to be tried for the murder of all those people you killed. However,
I never murdered.
I do want to... You didn't use your abilities to murder people.
I stunned them, but I didn't murder them.
Oh, you only stunned them. I start to walk forward, I go... I mean, honestly, at that point, I don't even know why I would be taking you back. I mean, mostly because you have a bounty on your head. I stop whenever I'm about, 20 feet away from her. I go, I want to be clear, we will have to take you in at some point. I turn towards my friend and I go, however, if you're wanting to stop Ortis, I look at Misolis and I go, we don't need to take her back right away. We could help.
I mean, we weren't told that we needed to kill the person here. We just were told that there was something here that we need to take care of.
That's it.
But you were nevertheless told to bring me back.
Yes.
But in our defense, we spoke directly to a god that wants to keep us all safe and not let us die.
The gods are good-natured, but they will not. They have not answered my pleas.
Maybe, wait for it, maybe he wants to talk to you personally so that he can talk to you about your plea. I mean, you spoke to the gods. The gods specifically said, hey, bring her back so that I can talk to her. So, I mean, maybe he wants to help you. I don't know.
If that were the case, then Solus himself would have visited me.
Why would he visit a place where no magic is possible? You came to the place where no gods walk. And then you expect him to walk in the place that they don't walk?
I've already attempted where the gods walked.
Hey, maybe your desperation and the truly pure nature of what you're doing touched him. And so he sent us to bring you back to him.
Make another deception check.
19?
Well, I mean, she gets a natural 1, so she's like...
Oh, shit.
But I can't. I have to continue my research here. There were other powers that were delved into in the times before. This temple is proof of that. Maybe not approved by the gods themselves, but maybe they have some answers that I need, that the gods may not be willing to answer. Ildra herself withholds information when it's harmful to the populace. Only the right people are supposed to know. I guess I have not proven myself worthy yet, but I will know.
I look over at Misolis and I go, I think the going back part can be discussed. We can try to work it out, because I don't want you to have to go back before I look at Misolis, I go, have managed to deal with the Ortis issue. I go, I'll be totally honest, the things that I've seen, the things that I've dreamt about Ortis, terrify me to my core. I go, honestly, scares me more than the Untamed Lands, and that's saying something. I go, I would like to help you.
You know,
I look at Misolis, I go, do you have a problem with that?
I think that we already know that Solus wants to talk to you. But if you had two of his greatest acolytes that said, hey, not only does she have a great purpose, but she personally assisted us in our mission, I mean, you may actually have more than just a talking and maybe a favor in mind from a god. So maybe it might be in both of our best interest if you assist us in this Ortis issue.
Make a persuasion check.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she looks at you, considers things. I will go back and request audience with Solus himself. Maybe if I demand judgment by Solus, I'll get the answers I seek.
I hold out a hand, and I go, shake on it.
She holds out and shakes.
I shake her hand, and I don't do anything untoward. I just shake her hand. And I go, thank you. I go, I look at Mesolos and I go, I want to be entirely clear here. I really do want to help you with this because it worries me as well. I go, if we can try to get in contact with Solus, maybe hold off on asking for judgment for just a moment. We'll go back and see if he'll at least speak with us for a moment. And if he refuses after that, you may do what you wish, but maybe we can get some answers without resulting in something so drastic.
All right. Let's go back.
Okay.
Already this place wears upon me. I was willing to stay here as long as it needed, but I don't like this place.
Of course. I lean down and I pick up her book and I put it into my pack.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty.
I look to Blandis and I go, so, I think we're ready to head back. Let's go find some shelter for the rest of the day.
I'm gonna
Get the hell out of here.
message. I'm gonna send a message and say, "Holy shit, that worked!"
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
That was better than expected. I thought she was going to do something crazy.
Me too. No offense, I look at her. No offense.
Don't worry, I have been quite obsessed with
Reasonably.
Anyway,
I think we're
so
good.
are we just going to travel back, or are we going to
Oh.
rest for the day?
I look at the temple and I go, I mean, we may know that this place is relatively safe, but I also don't feel particularly safe resting underneath the statue of a god I don't worship. So I'd prefer if we headed back.
Yeah, I have to agree that we should probably
Or alone?
avoid.
Make
Yes.
a wisdom saving throw.
Sure, I can do that. That's a total of a 15.
15?
Mhm.
Cool. So, you're just leaving?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, I think we're done here. We want to get out of here.
I do agree with that one. Let's get the hell out of here as quickly as we can because I don't know what's over there, but I'd rather not know also.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear a voice or a lurch in the back of your mind.
Okay.
Ah, a long time has come since somebody has stepped willingly.
Oh
That's okay. Other worlds exist. Very interesting indeed. I might be keeping an eye.
I just like kind of lower my voice and I go, I presume that this is Asmodeus. Hello?
Don't get a response back.
I take a note and I write it down in my journal. I just go like, strange voice, Asmodeus, and I write down what he said. And I put question mark next to Asmodeus, and I go, all right, we'll just put that next to the other weird book in my backpack. All good. All right.
So, you begin walking and leaving with your new ally. I would like Horologe for you to roll a d20 for me
Alrighty.
during the morning walk back.
13.
13? Me, Solus, go ahead and roll a d20 as well. For your
Okay.
walk.
12.
12. Okay. The rest of the day goes, thankfully, a little bit more more calmly. And as you come to the end, reaching about the same point in which you had met with the great snake beast,
Mm-hmm.
you make camp again under the light of the stars. This time with more people to stand guard and more time of rest between. Go ahead and roll perception checks for your shifts.
Mine's a 6.
A 6?
I'm gonna use one of my lucky points for that, actually. That's really, really bad. I rolled a 2. Okay, hey, on nat 20. So, yeah, 16.
Okay.
There we go. Better. Worth a lucky point. Oh. Misolis, what'd you get?
I've got 13.
Okay. Alrighty. Cool. You both normal. Your shift goes by without issue. Other than the quite serene, if chaotic nature of the land around you,
Mm-hmm.
feel somewhat at ease. Now not having to get something or do a great battle as you expected,
Mhm.
but being able to know that you are heading home and heading back to the relative safety of the domain of Solus.
Yeah.
You do wake in the morning to Dionys. She is practicing her craft as a monk. And you note
Mhm.
as she's practicing, she's specifically aiming for plants on the edge of the fire line. And there's a number of these magical plants that
Mhm.
are being seared by radiant energy as she sits from inside the campfire and shoots off radiant bolts of energy with timed strikes of her fist.
Mm. I go, wow. I sort of vaguely understood your abilities as a monk, but to see them in person is actually quite fascinating. I'm looking at it and I'm noting to myself, this isn't setting off the magic, like,
Yeah,
negative effect things, right?
It's
Yeah,
not.
I'm like,
Well, when one uses the energy from within inside oneself, sometimes you get to harness special abilities.
hmm,
The order of our clan is to channel our inner self to imitate the powers of souls. And so we are able to blast things with radiant energy, giving them the giving soulless searing sight into
Mm.
into the enemies that we fight against.
Fascinating. I take notes about this. Like, that's really interesting. Um, yeah, Horologe very much hadn't, like, really considered that there could be other ways of, like, connecting with, like, Solus or with the gods or that kind of thing. So this is all very interesting to him. Yeah.
Okay. I would like for you to roll another set of d20s. One Horologe roll for the morning, me Solus
Yep.
roll for the evening.
That's an 8.
Okay. Me Solus, what did you roll? Me Solus.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
Okay.
That's fine.
All good.
Roll a d20 for me for the evening march.
That is going to be a 13.
13. Almost like old travels. Going home seems to be fastest. And as you reach the end of the day, you find yourself passing across the border into Solus's domain. Me Solus, I would like you to roll a d100 for me.
40.
40?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You feel almost as if Solus, rejoicing in your return, a beam of sunlight shines down upon you. Then a gleaming sword of radiant energy shoots down into
Holy shit.
towards you. Let me see here. Give me a moment. Okay. It strikes into the ground, and you hear an ah as an impish little creature appears from invisibility near you.
Holy shit. Double shit.
Four. Let's see here. Yeah, the imp is struck. It goes, ah, crap! No! He knew! It begins, tries to slash at the sword. Do you wish to watch this, or do you wish to join in the fight?
I'm going to
mean-
join in.
If what appears to be our god straight up murdered, like, just murked
Right,
this
murked.
guy, then I'm gonna
It's-
go ahead and join as well.
It's not murked yet. It's still alive. It looks like it took a nasty hit from this thing.
Yeah.
And still is running. Still is going. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Alrighty. That's going to be a 14.
That's gonna be a 16.
Okay. The flying sword goes again. Wait, let me double check with the imp. Okay, never mind. The imp goes now. Imp goes. Yeah, it is going to strike back. Make a sting attack at the thing that is attacking it. Will hit, I believe. Yeah, will hit. The imp is unfortunately at a disadvantage. Yeah. The sword clinks and looks like there's a scratch made by the tail, but nothing much more is done. The sword comes at it again. And a natural 20.
Oh, God.
It rolled max damage.
The sword is epic. I love the sword.
So the sword uses the motion of the imp and moving with the strike, the imp twirls around and slices its head clean off. The imp screams out and immolates in infernal fire before disappearing, and the sword slowly rights itself into another vertical pattern and raises back up.
I look over at Misols and I go, so I'm going to be totally honest. I may not have been watching too closely when we were heading back because I was a little bit preoccupied with just getting back. I look over at where the scorch mark where the imp used to be, and I go, that may have been my bad. The fact that managed to follow us back. I'll be totally honest.
To be fair, it was invisible.
Yeah, but invisible people would leave footprints behind. Let's get real.
Not if they fly.
Oh, crap. Alright, well, fair enough.
But still,
I mean, on the bright side, it's dead now.
you actually feel a fun sense of comfort. Because as soon as you come back, an agent of Solus himself struck out against an unseen enemy.
No.
I mean, that's kind of epic. That's like straight up, God likes us.
Yep.
I think we're pretty tight.
Dionys gives out a sigh of relief and goes, "Oh, I would have never known that thing was following us.
No,
Maybe
me
the
neither.
ritual actually worked."
I would like to reinforce the bullshit that I said earlier that I now wholeheartedly believe, and I'm gonna be like, as you can see, we're on a first name basis.
That's it. Exactly. Um,
I will take that as a good one.
Mm.
And here I will go ahead and end. You
Yes.
have Diona's back, Will. So, I am going to give you more XP if you,
Woohoo!
if you had to kill her.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm going to give you 1,900 experience. Which I believe definitely puts you back up.
7382.
Yeah,
And we should be at the next level.
you are at level 5.
Woohoo! Level 3 sorcerer, here I come.
Sweet.
Magic. Fantastic.
Alrighty. Well,
Well,
thank
I
you
will
for
update
joining
that.
us. Sorry for the technical difficulties and all that fun crap. If you stayed along, we definitely thank you. Like, subscribe, comment. If you want to check out my Ko-fi channel and maybe subscribe and do a little bit extra to give me money to help me continue this as a full-on profession, go look at the link below. Also, you as an extra bonus, like if you want to play games like this, having me as game master, I offer a basic rate of $20 per player per session, and you could do
Deal.
stuff like this. Also, I have pre-written adventures. You don't even have to do D&D. I just got a new system on board, which has been fun to play. So, please check it out and have a good day.
Have a
See
good one,
y'all.
guys.
Bye.